It's gathered.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, I was driving here this morning and I was meditating. I was really meditating, I was just driving. But I was thinking about what we were about to do here, and doing all this preparation and all these kinds of things. And the reality that this is called a kid-led service. And as I was driving, I realized that like kid-led doesn't work anywhere outside of this space. So like, there's no kid-led grocery shopping or like kid-led driving or like kid-led open heart surgery or there's not really any space in this world where as adults we would say, you know what, we should just let the kids lead this world. Because the world is very complex, it's very difficult, it's sometimes can be chaos. And so it's really hard for me to imagine any other space in this world where we would say to kids that we would say, we believe you should lead us. We believe that who you are as persons is a leader. And so that's what we're doing today. And as you can see, like, this is why we don't have kid-led grocery shopping right here, right? This is why we don't have kid-led other things outside of the space. Because kid-led means all these different things. So today, we're going to let our kids lead us, but we're going to be part of that. And so I invite you today to lean into the kid-led nature of the service. Uh, yeah, the kid-led nature of the service. And so as we begin, our children this morning we have a little children's choir that's happening this morning. We're going to sing a song. Once you start playing it, you probably have seen the program. This is a familiar song to many of us. We have grown up singing this song. But what we're going to do, just to prepare you, is the adults are going to sing the first verse, and the children are going to sing the chorus. Okay, so I want to prepare you for that. We're going to sing together on that song. So, kids, are you guys ready to start our service? Are you guys ready to lead us? Miss Jillian in the back, are you ready to begin our service? Okay, so let's take a moment. I want us to do you guys do this in classes? I still do it as an adult. Let's do some focus box time. Let's all hold up our focus boxes. See, this is a little box. It's a focus box. Let's hold up our focus box. In fact, yes, adults, everybody, let's hold up our focus box. Let this be a spiritual practice as we begin today. And let's hear the chiming of the bell in the background with our focus box. Let's focus on that call to worship and that call to presence. You with your sad eyes, don't be discouraged, don't realize. Adults, you can sing this with us. It's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all. The hard things around you can make you feel so. Let's sing it out, guys. See your true colors shine. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. Don't be afraid. And show your true colors. Beautiful like rain. All right, Let's sing the verse together, adults. You with the sass. Don't be discouraged or realize it's hard to take courage. A world full of people, you can lose sight of it all. Hard things around you can make you feel so small. Here we go. Your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. Don't be afraid. Let them show your true colors. Colors like beautiful like the rain. Sing that again. I see your true colors. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid. Let them show their true colors. True colors, beautiful like the rain. All right, we're gonna do it one more time. Just y'all's voices, okay? Ready, go. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. Don't be afraid. So let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like the rain. Everyone's telling you, let go of what you want to. It's too late, too far, too small, it's too hard. Throwing water on that scar, living deep inside your heart. Oceans of reasons, things you're not seeing. But oh, maybe they don't. You only know that you're not alone. So don't you be afraid of giants in your way. With God, you know that anything's possible. So step into the fight. He's right there by your side. The storms inside you'll never be strong. But watch the giants fall. Watch the giants fall. You can really live like this. Can you imagine it? So hold some faith. Please shout like this. If it goes bad, the mountain is moving. So whatever you may face, don't you be afraid of giants in your way. God, you know that anything's possible. So step into the fight, right there by your side. The stones inside you'll never be small. But watch the giants fall. Watch the giants fall.
I'm going to read the liturgy of communion. Okay. Jesus Blesses the Little Children by Desmond Tutu. Jesus spent many hours teaching people about God and how he loves us all. One day, when Jesus was tired and resting, some parents arrived with their children. The children were giggling and laughing and running around making noise, while their parents asked the disciples if they could speak with Jesus. "What do you want with the Master?" asked the disciples. "We want them to bless our children." "The Master is resting," the disciples said. "You cannot bother him now. Go home." But Jesus heard them. "Do not chase away the children," he called. "Let them come to me. God loves children, and when they smile, she smiles. When they laugh, she laughs. When they cry, she cries." The "she" was added by me. Jesus went to the children, and they laughed and played together for a while. He took them in his arms and hugged them. He placed his hands on their heads and blessed them. He told the disciples, "Everyone who wants to see God's dream come true must see it with the eye of a child." Okay, so I'll read the boring part and you read the purple bit with the highlight on it. I mean, it's on the screen, but it's also here. So, okay. God is within you.
God is also within you.
Lift up your hearts.
We join in the beloved community.
Let us give thanks for the blessing of life.
Together we raise our voices in gratitude.
All right. This is the prayer. Dear God, thank you for this day, and let us be happy and healthy, and thank you for all the good stuff. God, help me to see your dream. Amen.
Amen.
Great is the mystery of faith.
Christ has reimagined death, and we join him in bringing heaven to earth.
Okay, so what says here? Okay. The front row gets out of the seats first and goes to the people holding the bread and juice. And they return around and continue down the aisle on the side until you reach your seat. Same for everyone else.
Thank you for that. Next we have Kosi's going to sing, and I'm going to say one thing because I want to make some clarity around this. And Eve, you really just did excellent with that. And to the point is, I think the reason why we only have kid-led worship services is not because this is easier than heart surgery. I think we have kid-led worship services because what we're doing here is a higher plane. Yeah. And having children lead us brings us into this complex thing that as adults we can't do. This is far more complicated and far more difficult than heart surgery, than grocery shopping. This is life, this is being, this is existence. And so to have children lead us in this space, they are taking us to higher planes that we can't go on our own. And Eve, you are a great example of that. All of you, all the children, you've been that already, but Eve, you just did a great example of what this is all about. So now we're going to sing, Kosi's going to sing for us. This is a song that maybe some of you know from a movie, but all the lyrics are going to be up here for us all to sing together on it as well. So I invite you to join us as we sing this song called This Is Me. And do communion, sorry. So as I start playing, you guys start moving. Thank you.
I'm not strange to the dark. How away, they say, watch your broken hearts. There to be shame in all the scars. run away. They say, no one will love you as you are. Won't let them break me down like dust. I know that there's a place for us. For your glorious. When the sharpest words won't cut me down. I'm gonna send a flood, I'm gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Another round of bullets hits my skin. We'll fire away, 'cause today I won't let that shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades, reaching for the sun. We are warriors. Yeah, that's what we'll become.
I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. We are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, I'm gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. Marching on to the beat of drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Sing that with me. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, let's sing that together. I'm gonna stand the flood, I'm gonna drown them out.
I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be.
This is me.
Look out, 'cause here I come. Marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. Oh. This is me.
Now I invite the kids to come forward for the children's sermon. Hudson, you're leading.
Walk to the back by the booth.
Good morning. Can anyone guess what this is?
Rock.
It's a rock? Yeah. Or what do you think it is? It's a rock, Cozy? Okay. Now, if I flip this rock around, what do you think it's going to look like on the inside? Ellis? Palmer? Okay, this rock is actually a really special rock. It's called a geode. And when I flip it around to the cut open inside, it's actually a crystal. Isn't that cool? It's not like a boring normal rock. It's a special rock. This rock reminds me of something of what I like to call true colors. Can anyone guess what I mean by that? What do I mean by true colors? Ellie? Cozy? The song. It's what you feel and think on the inside. Now I need one volunteer. Can anyone help me? Ellis, you want to help me? Come here. Okay. I want you to think of any object, a food, a place, an animal, anything that comes to mind. Okay, now we're all going to try to guess Ellis's object. What do you think it is, Ellie? What do you think it is? Anybody else have any guesses? What do you think it is? Nachos. What do you think it is? A cheeseburger? One more guess. What do you think it is? String cheese? Okay, this is really hard, isn't it? Yeah? Ellis, what were you thinking of? Grass? See, no one would have guessed that. Yeah. It's really hard to guess what Ellis is thinking. And it's really hard to see people's true colors just by looking at them, right? Mm-hmm. To see people's true colors, you have to be kind to them, you have to talk to them, and you have to get to know them. Because you don't know anything about a person until you talk to them, right? Right? In the true colors, you have to be nice, right? Because people don't trust you and they don't show you your true colors unless you're kind to them and you love them. Okay? And today I encourage you all to show your true colors and be nice to everybody, okay? I hope you all have a really good day. The little bitties can go to the back with Miss Sarah.
I'm not loving. I'm not
Hello.
Hello.
Today I will be reading a poem by Mr. Rogers. I like you as you are, exactly and precisely. I think you turned out nicely, and I like you as you are, without a doubt or a question, or even a suggestion, because I like you as you are. I like your disposition, your facial composition, and with your kind permission, I'll shout to a star, I like you as you are. I wouldn't want to change you, or even rearrange you, not by far. I like you. I-L-I-K-E-Y-O-U. I like you, yes I do. I like you, Y-O-U. I like you as you are.
Can I just say how proud I am of all these kids who prepared stuff for today? And her song choices, it's like singing or secular music, but make it spiritual. It's just awesome. So today, since we're highlighting our kids, I get to speak to you all. I've been doing this for a couple years now in one role or another, and I've learned a lot of things along the way. So today I will share my heart, vision, goals, and theories. Some things have a similar vein to what I spoke about last year, but I'll start with my goal in a nutshell. For kids to be seen and feel safe to express who they are in their hearts. I'll say that again simply. For all kids to be seen and feel safe to be who they are. For me, creating a level of love, trust, safety, and respect is first and foremost before anything spiritual happens. All that can follow. My hope as we create a space for inclusion and belonging here at Peace is that every child has a unique and equal opportunity not to become equal, but to become different. To realize their unique potential of body, mind, and spirit that he, she, or they possess. A little background about me. I've worked with kids in several environments, from substitute teacher, assistant teacher, youth camp counselor, art camp assistant, homeschool parent, mental health counselor, both in public school and in private practice. I don't like talking about myself. Most of my life, I have dismissed everything I've ever done or achieved or accomplished, so this is a really hard practice for me to say these things. But I want you to know that it's not just happenstance that I'm working with your children. My mentors include Maria Montessori, various psychologists, but when it comes to spirituality, my gospel is written by Mr. Fred Rogers.
Yep.
I'll get back to him in a bit. But I really love Maria Montessori's approach to early childhood development when she goes from biggest to smallest in all concepts, whether it's physical or abstract ideas. In a church context, that looks like starting with the universe, spirit, God, then our beloved planet Earth, and lastly, ourselves as spiritual individuals. So I strive to help kids see themselves in connection to God, to the world, and to their own spirit. One of the things I get to do in my job is create space for connection. That is my jam. That is why I do what I do. I did not get this job to be an event planner. And I'm so thankful I have a badass team of volunteers and helpers to help with these events. I'm here for connection. I'm always learning how to do things better on the logistical end. And I don't know if you've noticed, but these kids keep changing and growing. So we adapt and as our needs change and grow as well in capacities. All the logistics and details and planning, they're the avenue for which that connection takes place, which honestly doesn't happen on Sunday morning. It really happens in the smaller age-specific events we have throughout the year. Seriously, don't miss these. These are when your kids form relationships, learn the spiritual lessons while also getting to be creative and have fun. I use a Joyful Path curriculum by Progressive Christianity, and I really love their creative, topic-based lessons. We always include a short game, a movement activity, a craft, and mindful meditation. These moments are when the kids can slow down a bit, when I can slow down a bit, and really pay attention to who they are. I hope that during these smaller gatherings, I can be a person that they can come to and that they know they can trust and who can be in the present moment with them. This is also why I need helpers, because I cannot do that alone. So one thing I really value about our community is our intentionality with not overscheduling our calendar. And I would like to shout out to Aurelia because she seriously orchestrates the calendar and every detail with care, keeping in mind the flow and the schedule with every single event. So the kids' calendar, we do this as well. If there are large all-church functions that month, we will not be having a smaller kid gathering that month. So please keep an eye out for when these formations are scattered throughout the year. I want to say thank you to Riker for reading that poem, I Like You As You Are. I love how Saint Fred ended every episode saying, I like you just the way you are. That's my main message that I want our kiddos to feel in this space. And guess what? That doesn't just happen through me. Each one of us is a part of that. So I want to end today by giving a message to each age group of kids. First, to our recently born babies, and to those in the early formative years, it's an honor to watch you grow and to have you here with us, noises, wiggles, giggle, drool, and all. To our kiddos in elementary school and all the challenges you deal with in that age group, I'm so happy you are here. Keep being you. to our beloved middle schoolers, I am beyond proud of your bravery for becoming in these times we're living in. And lastly, to our OG Peace Family high school trailblazers, it nearly brings me to tears to watch y'all, how you've led so many kids coming up after you, and watch y'all lead and shine with your individual confidence. So to all you Peace Kids, you are important, you are loved. Yes, I'm talking to you. You might just be here for the snacks, but we are here for you.
Yeah.
So, we all like you, just the way you are.
Oh Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from afar. You search out my paths and me lying down, and are acquainted with all my ways. Even before a word is on my tongue, behold, O Lord, you know it altogether. You hem me in, behind and before, and lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high, I cannot attain it. Where shall I go from your spirit? And where shall I flee from your presence? If I ascend to heaven, there you are. If I make my bed in Sheol, there you are. If I take the wings of the morning, and flew in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there your hand shall lead me, and your right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, and the light about me night, even the darkness is not dark for you. The night is as bright as the day, for darkness is as light with you. For you formed my inward parts. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well. My frame was not hidden from you. When I was being made in secret, intricately woven in the depths of the earth, your eyes saw my unformed substance. In your book were written, every one of them, the days that you were formed for me, when as yet there was none of them. How precious to me as your thoughts, O God, how vast is the sum of them. If I would count them, they are more than the sand. If I awake you, I am still with you. We hear the voice of God through these words.
Thanks be to God.
Hello everyone, my
Hello.
name is Happy Hanzoka and I've prepared a homily for you today. Today I'm going to be sharing with you about my true colors, and for this sermon I have a color for all of the fruits of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. When you think of love, what color do you think of? Maybe red, like hearts on Valentine's Day, or white, like dresses on the wedding day, or maybe brown, like chocolate milk. When I think of love, I think of the color blue. Picture yourself in 6th grade. School has already started for the year, and you're a new kid. I got to design class early that day, and then unlocked 2 new kids, brothers, wearing dark blue masks, because this was during COVID. And I got up from my seat, and I asked if they were new, and invited them to eat with my friends and I. To this day, we're best friends. So for me, the color of love is blue. Now let's talk about joy, or for me, yellow. Not that long ago, my friends and I went to play paintball. Since this was my first time, of course I made sure all the pros were on my team. Don't judge me, would have done the same. After a match and a half of successfully hiding, I was discovered and shot in the face. All I could see was yellow paint. Now, that may not sound joyful to you, but luckily I had a face mask on, and overall, the day was amazing as we ran around shooting each other. Maybe after Naomi forgets about this whole getting shot in the face thing, I'll pitch the idea of a PC paintball game to her. Now, peace. Although not necessarily a peaceful color itself, I think of the color orange. Unexpected, right? Because orange represents danger, construction zones, or the appropriately named annoying orange show. Don't waste your time. But for me, orange represents peace because it reminds me of the color the sun turns as it starts to set below the trees. About this time each evening, life seems to slow down, chickens put themselves to bed, and the traffic in front of our home has stopped for the day. Everything comes to a peaceful end. Now, patience. Believe it or not, my color for patience is black. You see, in my house, if you want to walk from the living room to the bathroom, you have to pass the laundry room. There's a particular family member who, when he sees or hears anyone going to the laundry room, he sprints there first, jumps up on the washing machine, and meows the cutest meow, pleading with the passerby to pet him. His food bowl is there, he strongly prefers to be petted while he eats. Of course, I'm talking about my black and white cat, Jinx, aka Jinxerific if he's been good, or Jinxifer when he's been bad. If we pass him and don't pet him, he gets down and patiently lies longwise in our path for when we return. Now I'd like to get a little creative about kindness. I know I was supposed to choose a single color, but after thinking about it for a while, I chose the color of melted crayons. Melted crayons are sometimes how I feel when I'm having a bad day. Things aren't going like they should, and all those crayons melt into a big old mess. Then if someone is kind, it can change everything, turn those melted crayons into something beautiful. I saw this happen once in class when my friend was looking tired and sad, and the teacher stopped by his desk to ask what was wrong. My friend said his mom was getting remarried and he was stressed about the wedding. And my teacher shared her story about her wedding and how stressful it was since there was so much to do. And this helped my friend feel better and he started doing his schoolwork. Now, green. Green represents goodness to me. It reminds me of the pitch of the soccer field for you Americans, and the side of charity match where a lot of famous people got together and played soccer for charity. They basically raised almost $3 million for charity by showing the world their mediocre soccer skills. Next is faithfulness. For me, this color is hot red. It reminds me of the song Tribute by Tenacious D, where Jack Black and Kyle Gass face off against the giant red devil. He threatens to eat their souls unless they can play the greatest song in the world. And against all odds, they're faithful to their rock and roll mission and overcame the demon by doing just that. It just goes to show when you feel like something's too big for you, a little bit of faithfulness can help you overcome it. Next is self-control. Self-control is pink. Let me tell you about my favorite candy, pink Starburst. It's safe to say that no pink Starburst is safe in my presence. But these days, I'm training for a cross country, and I don't eat sweets maybe 2 to 3 days before a race. And this self-control is helping me set new personal records hopefully will get us to the safety. Finally, I'd like to conclude with my favorite one, gentleness. For me, gentleness is the color of white because white reminds me of my dog Milo. That's the cutest, softest, fluffiest white hair. Let me tell you about Milo's origin story. We don't know for sure, but Milo probably spent his first 2 years neglected and living in a cage. We got him from a rescue about 3 years ago. And you can imagine how easily he gets frightened and how hard it is for him to trust anyone. Mom says he's an Enneagram 6. Anyways, we have to be really gentle with him for he gets scared and pees on stuff. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, self-control, and gentleness. Or blue, yellow, orange, black, melted crayons, green, hot red, pink, and white. These are some of my true colors. Maybe they're like some of yours, maybe they're not. But either way, I'm glad to be in a community like this where we can let them be shown. Thanks for the opportunity to do that this morning.
To start off, I'll be reading from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verses 7 to 8. But blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not have fear when heat comes. Its leaves are always green. It has no worries in the year of drought. It never fails to bear fruit. We hear the voice of God through these words.
Thanks be to God.
Hello, I'm Eli, and today I'll be talking about color. Colors can separate us in many ways. Our skin color, our shoes, or even our clothes. Colors can also bring us together. I love basketball, so much so that I have collected 5 different jerseys. Here they are. One of them was missing, so I only got 14. Okay. We got this one. We got this one. We got my first ever jersey.
Oh, that's so cute.
We got another jersey. And then that's what we have. Okay. I'm going to be asking you some questions about my jerseys. And also colors in general. Tell me some similarities that you see in all of these jerseys.
I see. That one right there, that one right there.
Okay. Anybody else? Orange? Well, similarities between all of them. White. White, yes. All of them are white. Anybody else? Shirts. I mean, some of them are shirts.
You! There's like 2.
Okay.
You! Some of them are what?
He said you. They all say you.
Oh,
Nice.
not all of them.
It's close.
Okay.
There are these tank tops. Oh.
One similarity between these jerseys is that they all have a number on the back of them. Now, what is the difference?
Ooh, I see. Some of them are some of them don't fit you.
Some of them don't fit you.
Oh, I thought you were ready.
I was.
Oh,
They're all different numbers.
anybody else?
They're all different colors.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. One difference is that they're all different colors. I have orange. I don't have a black one, but I have gray, blue, and white jerseys. These are all unique in different ways. Now, one more question. Tell me the color of the shirt you're wearing. White. Green. White.
Blue.
I'm wearing tie-dye. I'm wearing a dress. Does that count?
Sure.
Tie-dye red.
Tie-dye. Anybody else? Tie-dye. Again. Okay. Orange.
Everybody shout out their color. White.
Tie-dye.
Blue.
Tie-dye. I know where your other jersey went.
Cool. Okay. Everybody is unique in different ways, whether it's by your favorite color or your favorite sports team. One good example of what brings us all together is our love for Jesus and God. This brings us and other churches around the world all together. The Bible passage I read a few minutes ago mentions the color green. It has been so hot and dry this summer, I haven't seen much green lately. Most of our bushes and grass are looking dead. I bet you all could say the same thing. My dad said if I want to help water the plants in your yard, I'll have to help pay for it. Our house is actually pretty close to the San Gabriel River in Georgetown, and all the plants right beside the river are still beautiful and green. Our home was only a few blocks away from the river, but the difference in how the grass and trees look is pretty big. All the living things that aren't close to the water, the source of their health and beauty, are struggling and feeling lifeless. We had some rain the past couple of weeks, but we're still in a drought according to the local meteorologist. Remember the two verses I read? But blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots from its tree. It does not fear when heat comes, its leaves are always green. It has no worries in a year of drought and never fails to bear fruit. Part of how we bring life and vibrant color into the world, just as God desires, is to trust God and stay close to the streams of God's love and grace. Even in seasons that seem really dry, we always have access to the source of life. Thank you. I hope you have an amazing day, and goodbye.
Woohoo! Yay! Happy for you.
Hello, everyone. I am Connor.
Yo.
And today, I would like to talk to you about my own true colors. But first, I'd like to tell you a little story. At the turn of the century, there was a psychologist named Carl Jung. Jung is famous for a lot of stuff. Most writers, and even people who analyze dreams, will know him because he created the 12 Jungian archetypes. These archetypes have been used over the past 100 years as the basis for some of our favorite characters. Like, for example, Han Solo is the outlaw, and Gandalf as the sage. Sometimes our archetypal chart that you can see behind me never mind. Well, it exists. Anyway, it's organized by color. Stay with me now, folks. This is where the true color shining through comes in. I went through the chart and looked at the areas that I'm most closely associated with. There are 4 quadrants, each representing a major color group, and I picked the terms that I most closely resonate with. The 4 quadrants are as follows. Blue is structure, green is spirituality, orange is about making an depression, and red is deep social connection. Inside each of the 4 quadrants, I felt that these were most aligned with my personality. In the blue, I'm most associated with the ruler. The ruler believes deeply in justice and order. They want to create a system of wealth and prosperity and want to be universally accepted. Powerful examples of rulers can be good guys or bad guys. For example, King Arthur and Mufasa, but also Voldemort and Anakin Skywalker. In the green, I'm most associated with the innocent. In the innocent, there's a deep curiosity. That part of me values a strong foundation. For example, they crave happiness above all else and to be sincere. Optimistic characters such as Buddy the Elf, Dory the Fish, and Pippin the Hobbit are all easy to relate to for me. In the orange, I'm most associated with the hero. I value mastery of the skills I've accumulated. The hero wants to prove their worth and return to the ordinary world, but are forced into action. But they realize they're addicted to success. Characters like Neo from The Matrix and Simba from The Lion King and Odysseus from The Odyssey are all relatable to me because they are people-pleasing. In the red, I'm most associated with the everyman. The everyman is virtuous, empathic, driven to be accepted, and realistic. They care about everyone having an equal say and care about lasting relationships. Some examples are everyone's favorite ginger, Ron Weasley, Homer Simpson, and your friendly neighborhood wall crawler, better known as Peter Parker. At any given point, I feel like I'm any one of these traits, but never only one of them. I think we're made up of varied and ever-evolving rainbows. What my true colors are probably not what yours are. And because of these differences in our community, we make up a beautiful rainbow. And we need to understand the truth in each other's colors. I hope you join me in learning from the rainbow around us. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Hi, I'm Leslie, and I'm going to be reading a poem by Joe Poor. Mother, Father, God, universal power, remind us daily of the sanctity of all life. Touch our hearts with the glorious oneness of all creation, as we strive to respect all living beings on this planet. Penetrate our souls with the beauty of this earth as we attune ourselves to the rhythm and flow of the season. Awaken our minds with the knowledge to achieve a world in perfect harmony, and grant us the wisdom to realize that we can have heaven on earth.
Okay, we have 2 more kids, John and Temple. But first, I just want to say thank you for coming and share a couple of announcements. Let's see. Oh, the first one is that we are going to be meeting up at every kid's favorite location, Gabbytown. I don't know if it's every kid's favorite, but we're going to all meet there. It's right down the road, and they have big long tables, and we're going to just do it. So come meet us if you want to eat lunch with us, and kids can run around and have pizza and games and all that. And then the next thing is just that we don't have church next week because it's Feed Your Soul Sunday. Because, we don't feed our souls here. Just kidding. But, feed your soul in other ways. So. And check our website for our quirky schedule. I think that's fine. So thanks to all our kids so far. And we're going to hear from John. And Tim. Okay.
Hello, I am John, and I am a first grader from elementary school, and I will read the benediction for all of y'all. Okay. Lord, you are ascending God. You sent your Lord to create. You sent Christ to reveal. You sent your Spirit to empower. You sent your church to proclaim. Send us, O God, to renew the earth. Lead us by your Spirit. and more earth. Pray everyone
Now
now
go
by your
by your
peace
peace
will
make you known.
People of God, you are sent, go in peace for peace. Amen. You're the soul who understands the stars that made me who I am. Through the drifting sands of time, I got your back and you got mine. If you should ever bear a heavy load, I'll be your wheels, I'll be the road. I'll see us through thick and thin, for love and lost until the end. 'Cause you carry me with you, from the highest of the peaks to the darkness of the blue. I was just too blind to see, like a lighthouse in a storm. You were always guiding me. Yeah, it's true. You carry me with you, from the day it all began. Yeah, you were there and took my hand, and hurt a bit too deep. You watched me as I fell asleep, and when my head was in the clouds, you found a way to pull me out. You picked my heart up off the ground, and it showed me love was all around. Yeah, you carry me with you, from the highest of the peaks to the darkness of the blue. I was just too blind to see, like a lighthouse in a storm. You were always guiding me. Yeah, it's true. You carry me with you. Oh, we'll be sitting on the world together, watching as the days turn into night. Yeah, we alright, brave the stormy weather, and we're never giving up without a fight. You should ever bear a heavy load, I'll be your wheels, I'll be your road. I'll see us through the thick and thin, for love and lost until the end. 'Cause you carry me with you, from the highest of the peaks to the darkness of the blue. I was just too blind to see, like a lighthouse in